I just learned 500 words in Japanese. This is day two of my 3 month Japanese learning challenge or experiment or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to show you what I've been doing so far. So these are the most common Japanese verbs. This it's a 2,000 verb list, and I've learned the first 500. This is how I created example sentences, and I know they're probably not all that correct, some of them, and there's no, you don't learn grammar this way, blah, blah, blah. We'll get to that later on. Yeah, this is day two. So for now, what I'm doing is, yeah, we get the verbs, example sentence, the example sentence. So these are the verbs, these are the example sentences, phonetically written. This is the verb, this is the example sentence, this is the translation, right? Yeah, so to be, to, yeah, to do, to be, again, to be, which I have no idea what the difference is. For now, we'll see. For now, the goal is to learn loads of words that I will later uh, use to uh, learn the language in context. To be able to understand, first you need lots and lots of words. So it's just drinking from a fire hose for now. So it's lots of words, sometimes wrong, sometimes context dependent, whatever. You just get like everything in first, and then we'll learn to conjugate, and we'll learn to use different forms and this and that, and we'll fix the mistakes, and all that stuff will come later. That's for now. Um, Example sentence here phonetically, here in Japanese characters, and translation. And what I'm doing is using mnemonic associations to memorize the verb and also the key, some of the key uh, words in the sentence, in the example sentence. Book, or opinion, or friends, room. Vocab tends to repeat itself because this is AI generated. And this is good at this stage because it makes much easier. It makes it much easier for me to uh, understand the sentences because it's using the same vocab, right? It's just a different verb, slightly different sentence. So it's lots of books, lots of data, room, meeting. I think they use it a lot, um, and then occasionally there are different things with files, yeah, results. So first, I memorize the vocab with associations, and I'm halfway through the list. I've already memorized around 500 words, 557 to be precise. That's today. Yesterday I did, how many of them did I do yesterday? 140? Yeah, something like that. And that's still halfway through the list of the first 500. Um, I'm trying to do 2,000 in a week. I'll have to go faster. This time, still today. So halfway through the list because there's lots of extra vocab in here. And I'll talk about this tomorrow maybe, but I'll show you tomorrow. I'm also using my language islands, which have even more vocab. So I'm memorizing vocab from there as well. So stage one, example sentences, lots of memorization with mnemonic associations, and then I've got audio files. There's a reason why I've got this. Sorry, yeah, it's 5 times each. Yeah, one, two, three, four, 5 columns with the same exact same text. This is because I create audio files in which each sentence is repeated 5 times, and this way I can. It's not the most interesting thing to do, but I can listen and repeat the same sentence over and over. 5 times this one, 5 times this other one. Okay, doesn't sound really natural. Maybe nobody speaks like that. But it's good to start learning, start picking up pronunciation, um, start, developing, like getting my mouth used to pronouncing Japanese sounds, of saying things Japanese way. Like this is software, right? But it's sofutoe, or I don't remember right now. I've only done it once, right? After a few weeks, I'll be able to pronounce not well, but okay, I guess. And yeah, lots of repetition, listening, repeating 5 times each sentence after, like while reading it. So I know, but I try to focus mostly on listening. Reading is just if I get, uh, if at some point I just get lost or something, then I can find it again with this. But for the most part, just quickly check the meaning before each sentence, and then I don't stop it. It just I can read super fast, so I can just jump back and forth and just repeat, repeat, repeat. Also, you can. I do this as well. You could do it. You can read while repeating it aloud. So you like his opinion differs from mine, and you repeating it in Japanese while looking at this. That way, you're already associating this with whatever you're saying. Again, do this after the mnemonic association, so you recognize a lot of the vocab. I'm already recognizing patterns for grammar. I know there's not much grammar here. What I'll do later on is with each one of these verbs, just 20 or 30 sentences or as many as necessary, example sentences that include all the grammar, like all forms of this verb and all forms of this verb. So instead of 2,000 sentences, there'll be 20,000 or 30,000 or as many as necessary. And then I'll do the same thing with all of those. And there I'll learn way more vocab. But I'll do this first so that when I'm doing that, I will already know the basic form of the verbs, so it's going to be much easier. Yeah. So start small, relatively small, with 2,000 verbs with example sentences. Then we'll expand to we'll do a 10x or 20x that to learn all the grammar in context. And this is the plan for now. I'm also working on my language islands. Couple, like I said that 100 sentences, I think, but then I increase it to a couple hundred because 100 sentences is not that much, and I can easily listen and repeat to that several times a day. So I increase it to 200. Uh, yeah, basically, like say my name, where I'm from, blah blah blah, all that stuff. The basic, all the basic sentences. I'll try to use those in the first video. Uh, Actually, speaking Japanese in a few days. Day 7, I'll try to make a video where I speak like 30 seconds of Japanese or something in the beginning. Then I'll increase to maybe a minute the second week, and so on. That's the plan. We'll see. These plans, they need to be flexible, and you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Just do what works for you, but this will work for you if you do it right. But maybe you want to do more memorization or less memorization and more listening and repeating. Um, or maybe you want to start doing flashcards already. But I recommend doing all of this, all the memorizations and all the listening and repeating because it works, right? And that's it. Uh, Stay tuned because there's more coming. I'll keep you updated on how my Japanese is going. And if you're interested in the materials, there's a link there that you can go to the NLL community and you can download all the materials I'm using. I'll continue adding more spreadsheets like this that you can create flashcards from. I'm not doing flashcards yet, but I will later on, I think. And also audio files. I'll be uploading everything there, right? So just feel free to use them if you're learning Japanese. Anyway, see you tomorrow with more updates.